Hello, hello! Another game of Twilight Struggle. I am the USA. I'm playing crwharton. Let's get going. Okay, so looks like the traditional 4-4-1 opening for them. Let's open Marshall Plan because we've got another. We've got another. Yeah, 4-4-2 is fine. We've got another 4-op card if the worst comes to worst. And if they've got to go duck and cover, then well done them, yeah? That seems fine. Yeah. 4-4. Yep, fine. Okay. Yes. Let's do that. Okay. I need to plug my hand tracker thingy together. Yes, Japan. UNI. Korean War. No decol, no D-style. Fidel. CIA, unfortunately. Romanian abdication. And Indo-Pakistani War, which is nice. And Marshall Plan into something unsurprising. Socialist governments, fair enough. But we will still pack all these in. Bing. 2 out of Italy in the coup. But that said, with even if they flip Italy with their opening coup, we've got lots of non-battlegrounds, so it could be worse. So yeah, that is what happened. Followed by the old 4-op coup. Let's hope they whiff. That is the opposite of whiffing. So we will surprise no one by putting one in France. Yep, that's fine. Ooh, gosh. Yeah, this is my first one since they pushed this weird upgrade to play deck, and the font's horrible, isn't it? It's going to take me a little while to get used to. We'll not use that as an excuse. So this is my first game since the World. So shout out to Tazos and everyone who showed up. I won't go through all the names, but it was a great weekend. It's a few weeks ago now, but I had a whale of a time. So brilliant for the people coming out. Played 8 great games of Twiglet, ended up 4-4. No complaints. Ooh, he's cooing all over the place. Now we have to hold the 4-op card against Blockade, which leaves us with Fidel as our last coup target. Well, we get a nice coup back. Could be worse. We're hoping CIA comes back in the reshuffle more than anything else there. Kind of annoyed about that, but don't really want to use Korean War. Quite happy sending that to space. Yeah, and we'll use UN intervention on Romanian abdication towards the end of the turn, if we can. Depends whether or not we see blockade, like I said. A little bit annoying. But we really don't want to give them 3 ops in Romania, especially when Independent Reds is gone, but also with them potentially having decol or D-style. If we see D-style go, then by all means we can use Romanian abdication, although we'll need to make sure we stay ahead in Europe. So let's see what the play is now that we've raced DEFCON down. What are our priorities? Get into Malaysia. Get into Lebanon. Make sure we don't get dominated in Europe. But we're only a brush war away from making them look silly in Italy, eh? Hyuk hyuk. And they've got D-style. So that solves that problem. But creates a number of sizable problems besides. So let us pop 1 into Malaysia and make them deal with Thailand. Whoa, maybe not just yet. Okay, we're going to have to reluctantly go with Indo-Pakistani War and Malaysia. Yeah. Let's see if they've got decall for good measure. OG, OC. I'll put one in Pakistan so we can play through into India in due course. Ooh, not off to the races here. Going big with the China card. Ooh, that's painful. So we can either use US Japan and get potentially blockaded out of Europe. Are they more likely to have blockade or Asia scoring? Is the question. Let's play 2 into India and hope they haven't got Asia scoring. And here we go. Europe scoring. Less stupid. I look. That'll do for Asia. And with a potential Middle East score. Do you think they've got NASA? They're 50-50 to have NASA. We can always defect to them. And we've got the China card. Got to move that. Don't have Warsaw Pact. Formosa Resolution. Comic-Con Suez. Of course, they may well have decall now as well. Lucky them. Defectors. And Middle East scoring. So what are the likely headlines? NASA, Cambridge 5, decall, de Gaulle. I think defectors is still fine. NASA. Okay. So now they've got coup. And of course, if they use NATO, we do get to trigger it and hope for special relationship. Good. I was just double checking that the optional cards are a thing because we haven't seen any of them yet. But with 7 in their hand and 8 in the draw pile, that's 15 unknown cards. Okay, let's hope they miss. Oh, going over there. Okay. So we get to drop Middle East for a bucket of points, which we will do without a moment's hesitation. And now we're looking to shore up. So we do need to play into Burma fairly promptly. Lest Indo-Pakistani war come back to haunt us. That's an extra one in France. Oh, no. We definitely want to take Korea ahead of Korean War and make it hard for them to take Burma. We'll hold Suez against blockade. And we may try and hold duck and cover through the term. Vietnam revolts AR7. Need to take Turkey. Oh, boo. That's revolting. But we will retake non-battlegrounds in Asia. And off to space. Very good. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. So that'll be 6, 5-ish. Yeah. Yeah, I can live with that for now. We're going to try and hold the China card. Okay, great. That's handy to know. Where'd it go? Algeria, fine. Africa's a big problem now, thanks to a decoy. So we can space Suez, which fails. And we can use Vietnam revolts AR6 and hold duck and cover. And 5-year plan hasn't been. If we get 5-year plan, we can 5-year plan them and potentially leave them with CIA DEFCON suicide if it gets reshuffled to them. Nice. Containment. Yep, okay. So we will use Vietnam revolts to tap Iraq and cover France against de Gaulle a little. That means we'll level these places and we are going for duck and cover 5-year plan if we're lucky. So give us 5-year plan, give them CIA. The dream is real. So we will begin with duck and cover. And we will be 5-year planning them. Right, so we got Dell, Arab-Israeli War, Purge. They got Asia scoring, East European unrest. We got 5-year plan. And NORAD, they got NATO, Cambridge 5, and de Gaulle. Well, let's hope they got CIA. And then we might be able to end this game nice and quickly. It's improbable, but you got to play to the possibles. And if we're lucky, we'll pull Asia scoring out their hand, I guess. But they need to do a bit of work there. Yeah, they're looking, which suggests they're not holding. We'll see if they flip Indonesia. Because, of course, they have Asia scoring. That looks good to them. Oh, no, they just pootle around the board. So we'll 5-year plan them. Nice. So, okay, they drop Asia scoring. There's only a very low chance of having it. We think they've got East European unrest, NATO, and de Gaulle left. Yeah, it's fine. We'll still be eventing Indo-Pakistani war to get the Milops, spacing Arab-Israel war. We've got a hold purge against blockade now, because there's one unknown card. When we know what the unknown card is, we'll go from there. Space racing NATO, youch. That's the power of special relationship. Yeah, we'll space Arab-Israeli war and try and hold UN intervention. What, NATO? EU, blimey. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, ouch. Anyway, event Indo-Pakistani war. Nope. It's socialist governments. It didn't happen. We'll try realignments on Argentina. There we go. Got lucky. De Gaulle to finish. Worth the gambit, in my opinion. Always worth trying to get them into a DEFCON suicide space. And we weathered the early war storm well, barring the fact that they got decol and destyle and are incredibly well set in the mid-war regions. But so it goes. You canny win them all. And we'll go from there. Goes for influence. Yeah, just going big on Africa. No, nothing wrong with that. So we can either hold purge or UN intervention. I like holding UN intervention and doing a bit more development. So what do we like? 2 in Mexico against Junta. One in Libya. One in Costa Rica to play back in. That'll do. And we will bury you. And Central America scoring. And ABM treaty, which is nice. And missile envy. Oof. So let's add the mid-war cards and work out what to do. So we can UNI Lone Gunman, which is great. Always nice to be able to do that with Lone Gunman. ABM, we will bury you. We don't need to worry about missile envy because we're holding it. Quagmire goes to space. Ooh. So if we miss our envy, then what are we likely to get? The only 4-op cards, a nuclear test ban which triggers, and flower power. Otherwise, we're likely to run into a whole bunch of 3-op cards, including arms race. I don't think miss our envy is that great here. We've got to be ready for Hunter, so Central America scoring is probably not going to fly. I think we have to go, we will bury you so we can use you an intervention on lone gunman. That'll allow them to walk into Uruguay, which is a bit annoying. But we have got ABM treaty for when they go into Argentina. Let's headline We Will Bury You. Drop DEFCON. NASA triggers. And now we can use an intervention lone gunman. Let's see if they take Egypt or if they walk into Uruguay. Uruguay? No, takes all of Africa. Can't really help that. So we use UN intervention lone gunman. Take Libya. If you've got Africa scoring, well done. If you don't, might do an ABM coup on either South America or Nigeria, I guess. Colonial space makes perfect sense, but it also means they don't have Africa scoring. Space Muslim Rev. They get to keep spacing, which is a little annoying. Also, we're going to have to give up the China card this turn to avoid self-quagmiring. I can live with that. Southeast Asia scoring drops 4-0. Without NATO, we use special relationship first. Oh yeah, have to hold Quagmire against blockade anyway. So bad at doing that in the mid-war, so bad. So Decol definitely goes. Middle East isn't ever going to be that rosy for us. If Sadat comes out, I look like a bit of an idiot there, but I can live with it. So Middle East and Decol. Emit gets removed. Going for the coup on Costa Rica, eh? It's bad. So we get to drop that for domination. Which they immediately get back in Milops, of course. Although we'll be ABMing by the end of the turn. I think I prefer ABM in South America. So that's 4 against 6. We're still okay there. So options here, we can missile envy them late in the turn. But we could do that. We're going to use all the cards out. If we miss, I'll envy them. Or if they give us... Yeah, no, I don't think we need to. I don't think we want to. So if we ABM Treaty coup Venezuela and then get Voice of America, we look great. But if they get Junta, we get real-eyed out by Colombia. I think we're going to ABM Treaty Brazil. Nice. Yeah, a tap. So we'll put one in Colombia and overprotect Brazil and try and threaten our own rear lines. I've missed a whole bunch of cards in the discard pile. Deeply unprepared. Culture Revolution. Ah, glad they didn't take the... Yeah, so we'll go realign, starting in Venezuela. Let's try Uruguay. Come on, one for luck. No. Okay, that's fine. Africa scoring, not great. Not great at all. But we can remove Nigeria with Voice America and remove Uruguay. So I think Voice of America is probably the headline here. And we're hoping they don't have a junta. Puppet government. So yeah, we can play back into Nigeria through Puppet. Allende's our don't want to play. Quagmire remains our hold card against. Blockade. Sadat. It's in my hand. Puppet government's Uto Allende. Voice. Alright, we'll go for voice. They're going for Ops Surfeit. Brazil must be a big ask for an opening coup. But if they're holding South America scoring, they'll be sweating. We'll be eventing Sadat, which means Middle East scoring would have been nice in the deck, but it was evenly poised. I'm not too upset about that. I'd rather it drop for 0 than a 3VP swing either way, say. And we should be alright. Goes to the coup on Colombia? Or... Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. We will make them swing for it. Do you like that? Swing for it. They're going for it. They get there. I can't fight that, but we can puppet governments into the other bits. Do we like that? Yeah, we like that because we've got access to Saudi through Iraq. That's fine. We'll definitely be trying for a coup on Colombia at some point, I guess. Ooh. Yeah. We're going to give domination in Africa before it goes bad again. Beats 11 points. Still expensive. Ah, yes, very nice. Very nice. Ooh. That Brezhnev paid for itself. Ooh. No complaints there. We'll event Allende. Sadat, sorry. Definitely not eventing Allende. Well, that's a beautiful string of work by Oppo there. Kitchen debates has gone, hasn't it? Well, not OPEC. Don't need to worry about that. But 36 and 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. I've put too many in the removed pile, I guess. Hold on. 20 removed, eh? Yeah, I've got 22 in the removed pile, so what am I doing wrong? Oh yeah, NATO went to space. Doi. And Asia scoring doesn't belong in the removed pile. Dumbass. Right, and then let's just keep up with 3, 6, so that's 18. Another 16, 34. So I'm missing some cards that have been discarded as well. Smooth. Well, Oppo's still thinking, so I can work out what they are. Nuclear test ban's gone. That's a 1. Blockade and Korean War is still in. Olympic Games, US, Japan, still in. Okay, Camp David's nice. We will coup on Colombia to get our Milops, and also potentially set up a realign. Nice. Although I think we're spacing Quagmire to finish. Well, the Africa score did turn it, but we've got options on South America. Ooh, ain't Sultan. No argument there. Okay, so we'll just space. Oh, no Hunter. That's a shame. So lads might actually be the headline. Not often that is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What am I missing? Ask not. Ask not. We want to try and hold because we've seen Lee Harvey go. So what are the options? Nixon to steal the China card. We've seen Cultural Revolution go. Then we could do Yasuri at the end of the turn to frig up Asia. But I think Lads is probably the play, knowing that they're likely to cause some shenanigans. But then Hunters, oh, if they Hunter into Uruguay and realign Brazil and make presenceless Dom to drop. But there's nothing we can do about it, right? Nothing, nothing, nothing. I think we probably just have to go Lads here and... Yeah. There's always the summit of headline at +0. No. Lads. Let's make their life hard with Brush... Well, not Brush, with Hunter. And they are peaking, so it's also kind of boring, sanguine play. Oh, no! Oh. Deep breath. Deep breath. We survived one. Goes for the coup. Please miss. Oh, okay. South America scoring hasn't been, right? I'm not being like really stupid investing a load of effort in. No. Okay. Of course, if we don't hold blockade, it's another reason to try and get hold of the China card, I guess. I think maybe we ask not OL 1-op cards, don't we? So, we use Flower Power now Brush War's gone. And we'll be spacing into Pakistani War. Yeah, we use Flower Power now. And we'll put one in Saudi. And get ready to ask not. So what's in the deck? US-Japan, Korean War, Arms Race, Cuban Missile Crisis, Bear Trap, Shuttle Dip, Che. Yeah. The deck is stacked American. I'm inclined to pitch Olympic Games as well. Although, we can get... Oh, brr. Okay, here comes Uruguay. Dang it. Okay, so we are going to take a nice big coup on Colombia here. We're +1. Nice. And we could try realigns afterwards, and we might be sitting pretty. They need to do a pretty massive coup on Colombia here not to get really kind of stung badly. And Lads might have paid for itself, knowing they had Che. Sorry. Not knowing they had Che, but making me look like a genius after the... Africa's still totally gross. But, you know, if they don't have South America scoring here, yeah, that's sensible. Tippy-tappy? Tippy-tappy? Okay, so they've made themselves less of a problem there. But we now have Chile. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, so we are going to have to go rear lines first to avoid getting stung out of. Let's do it. Come on. Yep, splendid. And cube is fine. Oh, nice. Bonus. That went far better for us than I thought it would. As they've pitched South America scoring, it's now time to ask not away our one-up cards, I think. Because we can't do anything about blockade this turn, so discard Ende, discard block it, discard summit. That went pretty well for us. US, Japan, Portuguese Empire, and nuclear subs. Bear trap sensible. Self-trapping, not good. We'll take the China card off them. Always happy to do that. And we will space Portuguese Empire crumble, keep nuclear subs to try and coup through Africa next turn. We can repair that. We have the technology. Actually, we can repair it with a straight Portuguese Empire crumbles, which we don't space, given that we know we've got nuclear subs to go. And that leaves us with US Japan AR7, unless we get blockaded, which is still... No, I ditched blockade to ask not, dumbass. No! Should have shored up Taiwan sooner. Oh, ouch. That cost me. Nicely done. One in Venezuela? Because we can always realign it. Nah, that's silly. Puts a mark on it. Oh boy. Europe's a problem too. So many problems. Nicely done. Credit to the player. South America scoring coming back to me is criminally generous. And we've got Voice of America as well. But let's work out, let's see, we saw Arms Race go. I got Panama Canal returned. So I think I haven't seen, and they've got, unless I'm very much mistaken, which I could be, OAS founded, John Paul elected Pope, shuttle diplomacy. We saw How I Learned go. Oh, they've got Hunter, that's annoying. We've got one small step, which is nice if we can get one more space. And they've got Cuban Missile Crisis, I think. We didn't see that go. Maybe wrong. South America scoring. Which they can flip to Dom if they go Venezuela, Cuba, Argentina, so we can't drop it in the headline. Bloody Lone Gunman came back. What an absolute farce. Quagmire and Liberation Theology as well, just for good measure. Whew. Missile MV. VOA. VOA coming back's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is nuclear sub still the headline? The problem is they get to do something with my headline because they're peaking, don't they? So, Panama Canal returned? Yeah, fairly sanguine. We can always use VOA to clean up Africa again. Panama Canal returned. A fairly dull headline. And I expect to see Junta, unless they've got an even better headline. Absolute pig getting lone gunman. Absolute pig. Even if we don't successfully space, we have to event one small step. There's Hunter. Yep. Okay. Straight follow through. Totally successful. Are you going to convert Chile? Or do I get to convert Chile first? Need a 4-up card to do it. There's Muslim Rev and there's ABM. And NATO, US, Japan, Purge, nuclear test ban. Yes, because we've had a reshuffle. That's a shame. So take Chile? No, goes Asia. Let's see. What do we think? That's kind of telegraphing Asia scoring. But we could always call their bluff in exchange for South America. Yeah? Yeah, go on. You got it? You don't got it. So, tap Chile to push through to Peru? Repair Europe? Yeah. Both of those things. We're not going to be using Missile Envy this turn. Ooh, goes to the big coup. Oh boy. Okay, we drop South America scoring now before it gets worse. Domination is now pipe dream, but we'll take neutrality in final scoring. How I learned. Yep, sensible. We're not being able to hold nuclear subs this turn, so we can start to deal with Europe, or at least start to maintain a firm leveling up. We think they've got OAS, John Paul, shuttle diplomacy, and Cuban Missile Crisis. Event and repair. We space liberation theology. It fails, so we definitely event one small step. And then Voice of America. Boo! Well, that's lucky for us. Oh, man, we don't have mill-ops. So maybe we... No, we definitely event one small step. We do not want a headline peaking in the late war. And I did miss a card out of OAS Shuttle Diplomacy and Cuban Missile Crisis. That's good for us. So Voice of America probably has to do that. Yeah. Do we get war games? We do not. We get brush war, but we have flower power against us, and we can't blockade because of lone gunman. Oh boy. Cuban Missile Crisis, followed by trying to frantically realign them out of Colombia. Oh boy, if they've got we got Cuban Missile Crisis. So they've still got OAS, we know that much. If they've got terrorism or worse Aldrich, we're in a lot of trouble. Arab-Israel war at least has been Camp David-did. Suez brush. Laddock. It could be a war worse for us. Star Wars would be great for us if we get off to space before them. And blockade always comes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Laddock. Alright, we've got our 9. So priority 1 is realigning them out of Cuba so we can then use lone gunman. Thinking hard. Some serious consideration here, so I'm guessing not Aldrich, one hopes. Hey, they could terrorize me and take away lone gunman, that'd be great. But you know, I 5-year planned them and didn't lose CIA, so they're going with their own Latin American death squads. Isn't it a good thing that they've been denied a coup? Don't remember the last time I saw that in a game. 2 Latin American debt crises. Okay. Twice salt for influence. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's understandable. So we will go Arab-Israeli war to realign Cuba and hope for the best. Good. Please get the last one. Yes! Oh! Whew. You can drop all the scoring cards you want in the world now. We can blockade away Quagmire and we're laughing. So Space Suez. And now Star Wars is viable. So VOA is the likeliest, yeah? What's our play first? Blockade away Quagmire. No. We want to use Star Wars. We want to use Star Wars before any shenanigans at all, right? Way! Hello. Yeah, that's fine. Frustrating, but fine. Okay, if you had Asia scoring, you'd have dropped it by now. What's the 50-50 on Pakistan? Success. Take it. Boo! So we retake Egypt because of Iranian hostage crisis. And we accept the fact we're in trouble there as well. That's fine. Here's some rev. So Chile and Peru, ready to set up realigns? Ah, okay. Yep. Blockade away Quagmire, because you can't get into Cuba and cancel Cuban Missile Crisis unless you have exactly Liberation Theology. Five-year planning away. OS, fine. Well done. Peru, I guess, yeah, to shore up against Chile. Need to make sure we don't get realigned out of there if you want to use all three influence. So we're in some sticky spots around the board, but it could be stickier. And we're about to ditch Lone Gunman, which is nice. Yeah, fine. Can live with all that. So, still fishing for war games before Africa scoring. Very dicey. Very, very dicey. Okay, so we will... US-Japan hasn't gone, has it? Add another one to Canada, eh? Come on, war games. Come to me. Why you not come to me when I tell you to come to me? Tear down this wall, the obvious headline. The only headline, really. And we're hoping that they don't play the Reformer, so we also get the 2 VP ABM at Glasnost. Yeah, okay, so starting to look a little dicey. What's our coup target? It's Italy, I guess, even though it's so profoundly bad. Even a 6 doesn't do it. Well, worth a try. That was not a 6. So, Middle East is looking precarious too now. Oh, nicely done. Counter-revolution. NORAD. Decol and Ortega. Decol's definitely the space card. Oh no, we can't space Decol. Iran Contra. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. What am I missing? Purge. So where are we at? Glasnost 2 VP ABM on Algeria? Yeah, before the Reformer. Lovely. We want to overprotect Peru very quickly. Refill the Middle East and dodge Asia domination if we can. It's still pretty close. I feel like we're slightly ahead. Okay, so we need to repair this before we do anything else. So let's cover that. Give away another VP, but obviously also prevent the China card from flitting around too much. Of course, we need to watch out for Africa/Asia scoring plus war games in their favour. Now the scoreline is dwindling. That's nice. VP back t'other way. Kung Peru. Oh boy. It's a monster. I will let you set up realigns while I sort out Asia a bit more. South America's not scoring again this game. How many more war cards? Indo-Pakistani War went in game turn 7. So there's only Iran-Iraq War. Yeah, I'm not gonna use Evil Empire. Oh dear. Ha! Okay, can live with that. Next up for us is Ortega. Yeah. So we will pop. No, we'll pop one in Taiwan and another one in Japan, just to really dissuade them from trying to push on Japan. There goes War Games. What a shame. Don't mind a bit of ops warring back and forth. I've got Purge. Oh, Europe scoring drops for 1, that's why. Speculative. No. Overprotect France. Yeah, that's all fine. Ring up Rosie. Needs to be somehow at least scoring by the end of the game, of course. Nice! Got to event and repair that. But starting to make a late game tippy tap in Europe look promising. But we'll jam Central America in case that comes up in the late game instead of Africa. Yep. Come on, Central America scoring. Nice. What a turn 10 hand. Holy smoke. Well, we don't want to turn 8, so North Sea Oar's out. Think Bear Trap, right? Go with that. Iranian hostage crisis AR 7's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're spacing OPEC. Unless we get Aldriched. Oh man, if you Aldrich away Central America scoring, I'll be a sad bunny. But I think we've probably got enough gas to get us over the top. Africa scoring. Okay. We both get our goodies. Straight out with grain sales, eh? So we'll duck and cover. Please no Aldrich. Although Aldrich is probably the headline over Africa, knowing that they've got a play on AR1. So, Asia's likely to drop for nothing. We're likely to level up the Middle East. So where are their points of highest leverage? With France overprotected, Europe's less viable. So if we can bank Central America scoring, I feel like this is going to go to the US in final scoring. Of course, we may not even want to space OPEC. It's another thought. Oh, hello. Okay. We'll level up the Middle East. Pop another one in Japan. Level up the Middle East. Muslim Rev's gone, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Overtake France again, please. Definitely. Spacing NATO wasn't so bad for him after all. Okay, that's fine. So now we drop Central America scoring for Buku Dolores. And that's your game, I reckon. Can't do anything in Europe. Don't have the ops for it now. Yeah. So we can stay even in the Middle East, Asia, Europe, and South America, and we can win in Central America and offset in Africa. Yeah, I think this game's ours. Well, it was a fight though. Well played by them. Good early war work by them, but it kind of came unraveled, didn't it? Goes for a co. Sensible. Not big enough though. Reprotect Costa Rica. Give up 2 VP. Not going to be the 2 VP that makes a difference, and there's no point in spacing it. So summit next, and then we've got 6 ops to finish the game. Nice. Very nice. Great. Let's tap Europe just to force them to repair up there as well, lest they get dominated. I think there's your ball game. Well played, CR. This is an interesting game. The swings in South America were definitely wild. That's where the game was won and lost, I think. But I managed to keep my nose ahead. It'll do. So you'll get a few more games from me at the end of the month. We're just running down the end of RTSL 2020. I think I've got three more games after this. 2 or 3 more games after this. Have to be completed by the end of the month. So you'll have a few more games in the next couple of weeks. And then a breather before the new ITSL and RTSL 2020B. But as always, drop me a DM, comment in the feed if you want to play some friendlies and stuff over the summer. Friendlies are fun. I always drop the delay and we have chat involved in real time there. So yeah, draw me a line. And thanks for watching, as always. And yeah, big thanks again to Tazos and the organisers of the Worlds in London a couple of weeks ago. Super fun. For those who've not played tabletop or haven't been to a World Champs before, I strongly recommend it. Tazos is a great organiser. It's a super laugh. Everyone is fantastic. We had a really good time. Always do. But yeah, digital's good too. So drop me a line if you want a game. Yeah, always a pleasure. CR's just considering. Got 18 minutes left on the clock. Might as well use it. Look for the best gambit. But I think our nose is far enough ahead here that regardless of what they do, we can recover it. If they use the China card anywhere but Asia, we can just use Iranian hostage crisis to offset it. And that's even better for us. Because now we can claim Asia domination, right? So... Ooh, we can't. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ndoi. Ah. No. Domination in Europe it is. That'll do. Good game, good game. Wins in final. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Always a pleasure. I will see you within the next couple of weeks for some more, like I said. But thanks a lot for watching. And until next time, bye for now.